Hello, my name is Shelby, and I'm going to be on the negative rebuttal of why we should keep WinSec open. You had stated in your videos that the amount of people that are killed from WinSec are 10 out of 10. I'm kind of confused on what that means. 10 out of 10 people are dying because WinSec is open, or 10 out of 10 people are dying because of are being killed because of people who went to WinSec. I was just unclear about that fact and that statement. I just feel like that was unclear and a weak argument in this debate. You had also said in WinSec doesn't appreciate itself, but the attendees must understand the school. You had said that that was from their website, which I looked that up, and that is true. The website does say that they understand the the ruling and the schooling and stuff like that. But in my head video, I had said that the school had released a statement saying, by the order of the U.S. Congress, the School of Americas was overhauled and reopened as WinSec in 2001. It is now happy to receive visitors and is showing that it has nothing to hide. So if all of these deaths and all of these horrible dictators are coming out of the school, why would the school share a statement saying that it has nothing to hide? They publicly said this. So that doesn't add up. They wouldn't say, oh, come on in, we want visitors, we want people to see what's happening here, if the outcome was terrible. Then you started to say that the job of the school is to stop the war on drugs. And then after contradicting yourself, you proved that the school should stay open because you clearly said that the school is doing just that. They are fighting the war on drugs. That is what they're intended to do, is stop bad things from happening out in America or anything that we need to be protected. The school is stopping war on drugs. You made that point and then said that we should close the school because of the deaths that were happening for innocent people. Those innocent people aren't innocent. They're bringing more drugs into our country, and they're enemies. The school is teaching people how to fight against enemies, and that's what that's what the graduates are doing, is going out and fighting against people who are bringing drugs into the country and who are the enemy. They're killing the enemy, who are, if not, they could be potentially harmful to us. I mean, obviously a death isn't good, but this is what has to happen sometimes. So the school has to stay open because it's teaching Americans how to prevent deaths in our country and of our own people. Saying that we're taking away money from the Coast Guard because the people who signed up for the Coast Guard were promised bonuses. You said that they were taking away money from the Coast Guard in general. The Coast Guard is still getting paid. They still have salaries and things of that nature. And you kind of said that the Coast Guard was getting less money. WinSec and the Coast Guard are two totally different budgets. So that's a false statement. Coast Guard and WinSec have really nothing to do with each other. So that money that if we close the school, which wouldn't be a lot, wouldn't even be able to fill all of the bonuses that are for the Coast Guard when people were signed up. But it really doesn't have any effect on that because there are two different budgets. You said that dictators have been known to take over other countries, the graduates there. So I don't know what dictators you're talking about, and you never stated what countries were being taken over because of the graduates of the school. The school is in American favor, so if we're fighting enemies and conquering things, I feel like that's what the school is doing, is a good thing. So maybe it's a good thing that we're taking over other countries. Taking away the school is not going to stop bad people from doing bad things, like I had stated in my previous video. There are always going to be enemies, and we're always going to need to teach our American people how to fight and fend for themselves. Taking away a school is just going to leave American people not knowing what to do when enemy does strike. You also said that WinSec is willing to have, oh no, you also said that you're willing to have another power come and take over because you don't want the blood on our hands. For my power vacuum argument, I had stated that China had been putting billions of dollars into the school, and they would be the first country that tries to pick up on wine sec. The reasoning on why we need to care is because if wine sec's picked up by China, China has a much stricter policies than the U.S. does. You keep saying how you want to save the lives, but if you let China in, they're going to be able to just come and kill anybody because of their own rules. They have a much stricter drug policy. You can be killed just because you have drugs on you. So we should be concerned. We also should be concerned because it's still going to be our American people in that school. So we need to be able to help them, and if it gets taken over by China, China could be terrorizing our people, and we would just, but it's not on our hands because we want to close wine sec. And then the school's going to have to retrain everybody. On the topicality, wine sec's not even in Latin America. So why should we even close it? It's not going to benefit Latin America at all. Thank you so much.